Good morning, and what a good day it is. Great to see all of you here today. Today we're going to have a very special program. We'll be hearing from, and I love these words, Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins. Assemblywoman Deborah Glick, State Senator Liz Krueger, and then we'll welcome our exceptionally special guest, Secretary Hillary Clinton, and our own Governor Andrew Cuomo. But first, a thank you to our host, the president of this magnificent institution. Sion Bylock is here today. Let's give everyone at Barnard College a shout out. And we are joined by members of the New York State Senate and the Assembly, and Congressman Adriano Espaillat is here. How things going in Washington these days? Our borough president, Gail Brewer, and members of the New York City Council are here. Members of the governor's administration, secretary to the governor, Melissa DeRosa, and counsel to the governor, Alfonso David. And thanks to all of our advocates and leaders here today, including the members of the committee, the Council on Women and Girls. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, today everything changes. The long wait to formally and officially and permanently enshrine the rights of New York women into law has finally arrived. And you are joining us here as we make history to protect New York values. And like many of you in this room, this has been a cause of my lifetime. And in fact, it was exactly 25 years ago this month when I first ran for local office, and I was told by the people, the leaders in my political town, my conservative town, that if I didn't take the right to life line, I would never win a seat in office. Well, I didn't take it and I won, so. But I also lost a seat in Congress on this very issue because I had the audacity to think that contraception was a right that women should have. I'm over that almost. But the last 2 years have been tough, really tough, as we watched the rights that we fought for so long and so hard throughout our history be threatened by the administration in Washington. But at the same time, that federal assault has put a frightening spotlight on the inadequacy of our own laws here in the state of New York. And while we've always prided ourselves on being the most progressive state in the nation, there are areas where we have fallen behind. But we're going to fix that. We are going to take action, beginning here today, but you also need to know that there have been injustices among us that many people may be not even aware of. We've heard of horrific ordeals of families here in New York, like Erica Christensen and her husband, Garen, who are with us here today. Please raise your hands. And their beautiful daughter, Pepper. This couple was told that their first child would not survive childbirth. But because of the laws in New York State, they had to suffer the indignity of traveling out of state to deal with that deeply personal challenge. Today, they've joined us in our fight with their daughter, Pepper, to change the laws in the state of New York, and they're standing up with all the leaders in this room to make sure we get it right here in New York State, the birthplace of the women's rights movement. And I could not be prouder to join Governor Cuomo, the legislators who've been fighting their entire lives for these rights, and Secretary Clinton, and to work to strengthen reproductive rights here in the state of New York. And I will say that the task has gotten easier with the election this past November. When you add 7 new Democratic women to the New York State Senate, now there's 20 women And joining with our partners in government and the advocates who've been here and fighting for these causes, I know that under the next woman who's about to speak, under the leadership of the incredible Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, we will finally get the job done. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome up Andrea Stewart-Cousins.